Hi, I'm Rachel Lynn, and I'm on a journey to get out of my student loan debt and lose the weight along the way. Today is my June budget setup, and you may have just seen I might not have a job come August. So I have a bare bones budget coming up. So I do apologize, but I actually made a video all about how I am leaving my job for a variety of reasons, but for another variety of reasons I have decided not to post that video. So I'm leaving my current position at my current school, and I am pursuing another job somewhere else, and so that is definitely going to affect my budget. So here is my budget. I have just copied and pasted from the month before, and now I'm going to go through each of my categories. You can see I've cleared everything out and I'm ready to start fresh. Normally I get really excited about a new budget. I'm usually really excited. I'm not that excited. I'm not excited. Okay, so here is my main budget area. This is where I just generally budget everything that I need. I have blocked off how much I have in my sinking funds. That's really because I haven't updated that yet, and I haven't closed out May yet, and so I didn't want you to see that number and then it be different the next week and it just be kind of confusing. Let's just get into it. So here is my budget. I've already changed this to June. This is my general budget. I know how much I'm going to make because I have a salary and I know exactly what I'm going to get paid twice a month. But all that's going to be changing. And so I am going to keep my general budget on here just so that I can see where it is once I do start earning a different income from a different job, whether that's at a different school in my district, whether that's at a different school in another district nearby, because I could earn more money if I went to a different school system. I could earn a lot more money, and it is something that I am considering, but I have to get a job first. Maybe I just start driving for DoorDash. I don't know what's going to happen. So what I have to do is figure out my budget, bare bones budget. What do I have to pay for? What do I have to put in my budget? And just kind of go from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add in a column over here on this side. That's a little bit bigger than I wanted it to be. That's a little bit better. I'm going to do bare bones for my church. For bare bones, okay, here's what I'm going to do, because even this first one, it's going to be different than what I'm going to actually do. So I'm going to put in my bare bones budget. This is what I have to survive. If I'm not making an income, I'm not going to be giving money to my church. So that's going to be a 0, and that should be a number, not that. I really need a new computer. I mean, look, I'm just waiting on it. But I can't buy one. Not until I have a job. There we go. Of course, I don't put anything in my savings anyway, so that's going to be 0. My rent, I have to pay Nelnet. That's minimum payment on my undergraduate loans, and that really is my rent. My graduate loan payment, that is also non-negotiable. I have to pay that. That is my own payment. That's the minimum payment. I was so close to paying off one more loan, and then that amount would be $93. I was close in the sense that I have a lot to put to debt for the month of May, but I'm not going to put any of that towards debt. I have to save that for just in case I don't have a job. And if I'd been able to pay that off, then my payment would be like $93 a month instead of $110. But whatever. It is what it is. $0 would go extra towards my student loans. My extra checking account, that's always 0 anyway. My sinking funds, I'm not sure what I absolutely need. Okay, so my sinking funds. Progressive is a non-negotiable. I have to do that. So that is going to be 70. Gifts put on hold. Miscellaneous, it's already full, so I don't have to worry about it. I'll just leave it in there. Car repairs and replacement. $450 is a pretty good amount. That's what I have in there. This is starting in the month of May. And $450 is a pretty good amount to have in there. Clothing is a definite zero. Medical, I mean, I might need money in medical. Laptop is a zero. Family time is a zero. Extra change is a zero. Alright, so looking at my sinking funds, I'm going to say my bare bones budget is $70 a month to cover my car insurance. HP Instant Ink, it's only $5, so I am going to go ahead and keep that. I'm not going to cancel that. If I absolutely have to, I will, but it's, $5 in my budget. I'm not going to worry about it. Verizon is another one that I will pay, and I've gotten my bill down so low anyway, especially for Verizon. That's a pretty good amount, so I'm going to keep that where it is. I'm going to say $75. That's just generally what I spend driving around normally, and I don't do, without doing very much extra driving, so I am going to keep that at 75. Groceries, just in case there are things that I need for myself that no one else is willing to buy, even though they probably would if I'm out of a job. Hopefully they would help me out and buy more fruits and vegetables for me, and my mom likes those things too, so I am, not $550, woo, that's a big grocery budget, $50 for groceries. Teaching, if I find stuff that I really want, I'm going to say $25 just in case there's something that would work for any grade level. I always have to have money, just in case. It's just in case. Spending money. I have to have some, or I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to say $40 a month. That gives me $10 a week. And then any tips that I make working at Churchill Downs, anything cash that I make, that's mine to spend. Unless it's a lot, then I might put it in the bank, but yeah, tips are mine. That's just the way it is. Restaurants, I'm going to bring this to $25. This is just if I'm out and I don't really have a choice, I need to have that freedom, and I need to have some money in there just in case, or I will spend. Just because if I tell myself no, I'm going to end up spending, so I have to have a little bit. Weight loss for me, I'm going to call this a non-negotiable, actually. I'm going to keep it at 50. I kind of feel like it could be lower than that if I find cheaper 5Ks. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my budget, and what I'm actually going to do for the month of June is a little bit different than what my bare bones will be. I'm going to add this in here just so that it doesn't get lost. General budget. Okay, so here's what I'm going to allot for the month of June. Car insurance, yes. Gifts, no. Miscellaneous, don't need it. Car repairs and replacement, I think I'm going to keep that for June. At least while I'm still getting paid my regular amount, I'm going to keep that in there. Clothing, I need new running shoes. 0. It's really sad. Really sad. Medical, I'm going to keep that in there. I'm going to try to beef this up a little bit. And I'm also going to keep in my laptop because I really need a new laptop, and I was actually thinking about getting one soon. But not until I have a job. But I am going to keep adding money until I am no longer getting paid. And then family time, I'm going to keep that in there for now, just in case. I don't know. It's a very real possibility she could be getting a transplant. I don't know for sure, but if she does, I want to be able to travel to wherever it is that she gets it, and to see her, and I'd like to have that money in there. So as long as I'm getting paid, I'm going to keep that in there. So for my extra change, I'm going to bring that to 0, because, every little cent that I can put in my savings is good, because eventually that will all go to debt, but until it does, it's savings for the future, just in case I don't have a job. So for June, I am going to still give money to church until I'm no longer getting paid. My rent is staying the same, graduate loans stay the same, nothing. So all of the extra will just go into savings. That savings will go to debt once I have a job and I'm getting paid, but until it does, it's savings for future months when I start, and maybe I need to pull money out. Sinking funds, I've brought that to 170, so it's way lower than $240, but it's still higher than what it will be if I don't have a job come August. HP Instant Ink and Verizon will stay the same. Gas, actually for the month of June, I'm going to keep that at $100. There's two reasons. One, I'm still working at Churchill Downs every once in a while, and so I will be driving a little bit more. And then two, I am looking into maybe starting to deliver for DoorDash or Instacart or something. And then I might also need to travel a little bit more for job interviews and things like that. So I kind of feel like I need to raise that up to like $125. I think I will, just because I kind of feel like I might need more gas. Groceries, I am going to bring this down to $50. Teaching, I'm gonna bring it way down. I don't really think there's gonna be anything that, at least not in June, there won't be anything that I really need. Spending money, this one I am going to bring down to $40, and restaurants is $25, and then weight loss is $50. So my true bare bones budget, $775.35 to live off of. It's a huge blessing that I am here at home in way more than one way. And so while I'm still getting paid for the next couple of months, I'm okay with putting a little bit more towards sinking funds. And so now my June budget is $1,047.36. I am spending less than I'm actually saving. So this right here is my over under right here. So I am actually putting $1,244.50 in savings. Should be at least that much. Like if I don't spend all my spending or teaching or restaurants or weight loss, that extra money can go towards savings. So that is my bare bones budget. That is my June budget setup. So oddly enough, I actually had thought about what would my bare bones budget be. And I was thinking about this like a couple months ago, but I didn't really have time to sit down and like figure it out. I just kind of thought, oh, I'll do that in the summer, and I can make a video all about like what would it be if I lost my job. And now here I am, like not exactly lost my job, but I'm giving up my job. So that's it. Let me know down below in the comments what you think about my bare bones budget. Should I go even more bare bones? Should I have absolutely no spending money? I just know myself. I just know that I would spend. If I don't have permission to spend, I will spend. Do you have a bare bones budget planned for just in case something happens? If not, I highly recommend it. And I highly recommend you try to like figure out what it is that you have to have just to survive. It's nice to be prepared. It would have been nice for me to just already have this planned out, and it would have been one less thing to like think through, and I would have just been like ready to go and say, okay, I'm enacting my bare bones budget. So if you don't have a bare bones budget, I definitely suggest you put one together and figure it out just in case. So please do me a favor and like this video, and also subscribe if you are not already. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.